What's up, guys, and welcome back to the TG Faction War, where we have round 28 today. We are making some really nice progress here, thanks to, well, Isaac's on vacation, meaning that I don't have many things I can actually record with multiple people. And since this is something that takes so long to do, I might as well just get this out of the way now. So, what do we have today? We're going to start off with Wild West versus Animals. Begin. Now this is one that I would have disregarded, but then I thought more about it and realized, oh wait, no. The Wild West actually has a really good chance of doing this. Thanks to, well, Deadeye. As you saw, she did over half of Bird God's health in one hit. Oh, the lasso unit went down, so that's not a really good thing to happen. And, I mean, they tried. They put up a good attempt. And wow, we have essentially an even matchup. Almost perfectly 1v1 and perfect pricing between Viking and Spooky. I'm just impressed at this point. Begin. So, yeah. So, Reaper versus Jarl, I think, is... Reaper vs. Jarl is one that I don't think I've seen many times before. Especially not after, like, the Enraged nerf. Yeah, it's very much so Reaper favor. Though, oof. Feels bad to be a Jarl right now. Medieval versus the Ancient faction. Begin. So King versus Minotaur are gonna be a huge fight that happens that decides it, as well as Ballista if they can snipe out the catapults. I mean, they can also just, you know, one-shot the kings if they really feel like it. But there is a lot of ancient units left. Snake archers down. Up. Zeus dancing with the king. Now Zeus is dead. He doesn't have the reload speed necessary to do this. Yep, there it goes. Game 2 we can do that. These ballistas cannot be missing right now. That is really bad for them. Okay, kill the king, yes, that's a good one. They will have a chance to get one more shot off. Oh, Zeus lived, so that definitely solidifies their victory. Despite all of the missing they did in the first half, they brought it together in the second. We have game 3 now. We have game 3. One of the knights is already challenging one of the ballistas, getting it down pretty low. All the kings are still up, snake archers still up. Oh, Zeus really hurt now. Oh, they decided to go ahead and kill one of the catapults already. Zeus down. Yeah, I think you have one chance left. They're gonna both kill this one. Oh, no, they aren't. He's gonna get stuck on a body. He's gonna get stuck on, well, he's gonna get stuck on the Minotaur. He's very super stuck right now. Oh my god, they did it because he got stuck. A win's a win. This, unfortunately, can't ever go well for the tribal faction versus the dynasty. They have nothing to try and do this with. They have Bone Mage and Chieftains to just try and put up a fight, but the Mammoths are just... The Mammoths aren't even a factor at this point. It would actually be better if we swapped the Mammoth out for something else, because that just that useless. I think it's pretty clear that the tribal faction is just gonna come in last. Next up, Farmer versus Pirate, and right after this, we're gonna get to want something. Wait, is it pretty even? No, it's not even close to even. We're gonna do that, and then that's good. Begin. So I mean, Scarecrows are gonna do quite a lot here with, well, there's 4 of them, so that's 24 crows that come out every time. Fortunately, they're just not gonna do all too much. Already 1's down, 2 are down, 3, and there goes 4. This is the tribal faction's last chance. If they can't do this, then they're just out. They're just done. We're not even gonna bother with them anymore. And oh my god, can I just find which round this would have happened in? Please. No. This is a round 37 match, and actually there are 2 more factions that tribal faction could possibly win against. But so they're here against the farmer faction. If they don't win this, well, they have like 1 more chance. Mammoth down. Oh my god, guys, really? Oh my god. This is sad. Tribal versus historical is another. The historical faction is another bad one. If they don't win this, they have 1 faction left that I think they even stand a chance of beating. Oh my god, are you kidding me? That was a round 32 matchup, by the way, Tribal versus Historical, and this is another late round matchup for Tribal versus Holiday. This is literally their last chance to get a W. There is no other faction in the game that I even think they have a chance of being able to beat. We've gone through like everything. So, without further ado, Holiday versus Tribal. This is another late, like 30 rounds plus matchup. So just if they don't win this, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do anymore. I'm gonna have to like personally make units to add to the tribal faction. I mean, Mammoth is in. He is indeed in on top of Santa Claus. Oh my, it's gonna be so close. That miss just costed them. That miss actually costed them the match. We'll do round 2. Okay. Holiday. So the Mammoth's not looking too hot right now. I'm trying to find where this match is in order to actually like be ready to input scores. And they won. Okay. That was round 36. That was a round 36 matchup that we did. And Holiday won. There is no faction left in the game that I think Tribal faction can fight particularly well. Maybe Medieval or Viking, but even then, Viking, the longships really hurt. The Valkyries absolutely destroy the Mammoth. It's not even close. Medieval as well. The King is really good against the Mammoth, and Archer beats the Spear Thrower. Pirate Queen and Captain kind of ruin everything. Spooky Reaper destroys Mammoths every day of the week. And then there's absolutely no created faction left that they would even be able to try to fight. Nonetheless, actually fight. They don't even get to try. So in the meantime, we get to watch Historical versus Holidays. I know they're bad. That the tribal faction is bad, but I didn't think it was that bad. they are definitively the worst faction of the game. And so now the question just becomes, who takes second place? Who's going to be the second worst faction? So while we wait, and I'm going to go ahead and go through and make the tribal faction lose to every faction left. Gaming server versus good is our next matchup. Trying to get back into the swing of things here. I'll go through soon and make the tribal faction lose to everything left, and then explain as to why for each of them. It's the Chronomancer left. Chronomancer versus it's 3v1 Chronomancer. How are you gonna handle this? Oh, you just took a huge amount of damage from the witches. If Spell Rose hits you with any of that, you're dead. You're just dead. Like that. Gaming server gets another dub. Next up, Secret Faction versus Ultra Cabin. So there's just a lot happening right now. So Ice Giant's already not looking too hot. I could honestly make the health bars way smaller than they are right now. They don't need to be this ginormous, but I like them being this size. It's the default size. So Blackbeard down here against quite a few people. Shogun with a huge hit. That was massive. That was absolutely ginormous of a hit. But it doesn't matter in the end. It was a good attempt. TKR versus Elements. Begin. They don't, again, for most of these fights, our expensive factions really don't have much. I think Lava Lord has already died. Oh, they're already all dead. Jeez. Light Mage just instantly killed Lava Lord, so that was a problem. Ice King trying to live as long as he can with Enrage. And he's down. What is this? Neo Undertale crossover versus anime. Jesse's gonna be an issue, and so is Zarin. And then that's really all they have. Oh, Lust as well. Don't forget Lust with Cupid Arrows. The two units that have Cupid Arrows, as well as Zarin, who can deal a large amount of damage. Those are the two issues that the animes have to deal with in order to win this matchup. And it all comes down to whether or not they can deal with those two units. Which, right now, it's not looking very good. It's not looking very good at all. That was kind of a stomp. Ultimates versus TF2, and now again, Ultimates don't really have much. They have Wild West Ultimate to try and carry everything. Well, Farmer Ultimate as well. Can't forget about him. Can't forget about the Crows. It's not like they have good Ultimate or anything. Oh, they summoned a Shogun. That is a good summon right there. Some very, very valid summon. Can deal out a huge amount of damage for them. So Wild West Ultimate's still up, Farmer Ultimate is still up and at very respectable health. Meanwhile, a lot of TF2 is still going strong. Secret Ultimate Summoner not looking good. Who's in the fray here? Is that's Tribal Ultimate there. Killing, I think, Medic, so Medic's down now. Pyro down. Pyro just got sniped by the Wild West Ultimate. It's not going to get any easier if I add in all the other ultimates and then equalize cost, because, I mean, Evil Ultimate and Good Ultimate are so strong, are going to be so strong against TF2. Evil Ultimate's going to, like, teleport in on Medic and then just ruin all of that. Like, 15 units are already going to die. And then anything Good Light Ultimate touches just crumples. So, yeah, Ultimates get another dub. As for Saving Our Country versus Pop Culture, it's gonna come down to Brute versus Vader. That's the big matchup. It's the important one. Where is he? Oh, he is. He is. I don't know how he got all the way over there, but he is not going to be partaking in the battle for a very large chunk of time. Meaning, pop culture can do pretty. Maybe. How did Sheila just deny that? That's not okay. That is like really not okay, Sheila. Can't just deny the Hurricane Slash like that. Deltarune versus DDFC. Gonna be a kind of an matchup, honestly. They don't really have much. Taskmaster has to put in a whole lot of work. The Queen can probably kill something. Chaos King is not good. He's just not. So that's a really big issue when you're when your most expensive unit on the field is not a good one. I really need to tier my units at some point again. Maybe I'll do that in another episode or sometime soon. I don't know. Yeah, Task Manager is really the only one left. Okay. Moving on. Let's make things fair. Fair fight now. Go. So now Spamton Neo and Giga Queen have both joined the party alongside Jevil. I mean, Jevil's not going to do much because I didn't really make his abilities well. I could definitely revamp him in the future. But we have like a whole bunch of DDFC to try and combat it. They're getting ruined by the rocket rain that both Spamton Neo and Giga Queen have. I didn't even see most of this fight happen. I was busy reading messages on Discord. Might drop a video on my official Discord sometime soon. But Deltarune is going to get another dub. FNF versus Legacy. FNF is missing, well, really just Sarvent Demon form. That's the big one they're missing. Other than that, they have like all they need to win. Tricky's in there, Garcello's in there. Woody, I mean, kind of. The tank's gonna go crazy back there. A Super Boxer is just getting. Oh, this was a slaughter. This was rude. This wasn't even like a respectful slaughter. This was just a rude slaughter. How you have a respectful slaughter, you might ask. I mean, you can just like, I mean, if you get, the faster you get it over with, the more respectful it kind of is. I mean, if you're just toying with them, it's definitely not respectful. I have very little faith in Undertale crossover for this matchup versus Miscellaneous. Satan's gonna ruin everything. They could beat Melee Master, I know this much. Neo would probably be a very good fight for Melee Master. No, what the heck hit him for that much damage? It's everyone against Satan. That's it. I mean, if Danielle can get off some Hurricane Slashes, that would be great. Wraith down. Sanoka's gonna die soon. There's just nothing we can really do. She can get off like a few attacks. No, Divine Arbiter Orbs don't even really hurt him all that much. Yeah, Satan just kind of ruined everything. You don't need to see what happens. He just wins. He just wins that matchup. Undertale v RLS begin. So, what do they even have to fight Blade and Demon Horror? I mean, Azrael and Mettaton, would do pretty well. Frisk could put up some fight. Red Hurricane Slash would do a thing. Frisk is already dead. Probably from Rocket Rain. This is gonna be a rude slaughter of Undying just because she can't like fight back at all. Got Sands and oh well, now we no longer have that fight happening. We're gonna be here a while. And she's almost dead. She did manage to take down Blade and Naomi before she died, but it's just not enough at all. Just sad. And the last match of round 28 brings us to Undertale AUs versus My Hero Academia. I think All For One left. Yeah, he just left. That's not very fair. There we go. Undertale AUs would very quickly win that matchup if we were to continue that. But as for this, it's gonna be Crosscara versus All For One. That's the big fight that needs to happen. And you see why I said, oh my. See why I've been saying that it matters how fast they kill All For One in these matchups? Could still do a lot of damage. It didn't matter that they killed him pretty fast. The rest of MHA brought home the dub, giving them another win. Let's do a classic fight. Crosscara versus Cross Sands. Who wins in tabs? Based on my interpretation of their abilities and other things, this was not close. About halfway down on Crosscara. And now we get to the most important part of these, going over the standings. So, in last place for the rest of the tournament is going to be the Tribal Faction. They aren't going to win a single one, unfortunately. Also, some of these rankings may be a bit skewed thanks to them. Actually, they are going to be skewed, like right now. So currently, actually, Viking and Farmer are supposed to have 1 win, but Farmer has 2 because of that extra match I did for them against Tribal Faction. Then Medieval Faction also has 2, and I've chosen a unit and placed it down as many times as the faction has wins. Then we get to Holiday Faction with 4 wins, Spooky Faction with 5 wins, Legacy and Pirate with 6 wins, the Renaissance Faction with 7 wins, and also the Secret Faction with 7 wins. Next up, both Ancient and Wild West have really picked it up lately, having 8 wins each. Historical Faction also has picked up some decent numbers at 10 wins. The Good Faction, Undertale, and Dynasty are all at 11. Souls is at 12, and Dark is at 13. Dark is the best, currently doing the best out of all the base game factions. This is starting to tank the frame rate a little. Anyway, at 14 wins, half of 50% win rate, is Doki Doki Fan City and Other Games, who's actually has 3 ties. Other Games does. Then at 15 wins, we have Anime, Undertale AUs, and Deltarune. At 16 wins is Pop Culture, Gaming Server, and Ultra Cabin. Now we're getting up to the big boys. 14th place with 18 wins is Undertale Crossover. They don't have like many new abilities like since the full release of the game, so that's probably why they're starting to fall off right now against some of the factions that have like Void Monarch Dodge and other things like that. Then 13th place with 19 wins is Elements. Not very many abilities, but they have some really nice DPS. 12th place with 19 wins as well, saving our country. Again, some good abilities and huge amounts of damage. In 11th place with 20 wins is RLS. Blade and Demon Horror are very much so carrying this faction. In 10th place with 21 wins is FNF. 75% win rate is pretty good for a faction with so many just bad units. Then in 9th place is TF2. They're starting to fall off because they have kind of the same issue as Undertale Crossover. They're just cheaper so they can get more. They don't have any of the new special abilities. And then in 8th place with 21 wins as well is Evertail. In 7th place with 23 wins, Neo Undertale Crossover. They have a lot of abilities and also a lot of Cupid arrows. 6th place, also with 23 wins, is the Keeper's Rise. They have a Divine Arbiter unit, actually a few of them, and some pretty good abilities all around. Then in 5th place with 24 wins is the Animals faction. Crow's spam is just so strong for Bird God, and then Commander Cluck keeps them all nice and pushed back. And then in 4th place with 24 wins as well is My Hero Academia. They have some really strong attacks, as well as All For One with his Legacy Impale just kind of ruins armies left and right. In 3rd place with 25 wins is the Ultimates faction. A, their name. B, they all have like a huge array of abilities and quite decent health pools. Good Ultimate and Evil Ultimate are really carrying the team with Divine Arbiter orbs, but don't let that detract from ones like Spooky, Legacy, Viking, Farmer, and Wild West Pirate. They've all got really good abilities and can put up some impressive numbers in the 1v1 league and in the Faction v Faction league. In 2nd place with 26 wins so far is Miscellaneous 1. Melee Master and Satan are really what's bringing them to this victory. Satan has an amazing HP pool with really good abilities. Melee Master dishes out like such huge of damage that it's really important to take down him first and then try and take down Satan. And then finally, still undefeated, Miscellaneous 2. There's like half a dozen units with Hurricane Slash here. Hurricane Slash being an S tier ability that pretty much just negates high HP units. All it takes is 6 and they're dead. And with that being said, guys, I hope you all enjoyed, and of course, have a good day.